Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. Well, today we have got the new lecture of your 15th week, or you can say the second last week. That is your the sentence structure of to be verbs. Now, everybody knows about the to be verbs, that what actually the to be verbs are. In our daily life, especially in our present to be tense, past to be tense, and future to be tense, we use these kind of verbs here. Now, let's have a look on our slide. Now, the first of all, to be verbs is also known as the linking verbs. Clear? The to be verbs are also known as the linking verbs. Now, that is up to you whether you're just calling or you're just trying to give the to be either to be verbs or you can give your own name, likewise the linking verb. Clear? Now, first of all, we have to see the present of to be verbs. Clear? Now, the first of all, whenever we are just trying to make the structure or make the formation of sentence of present to be tense. So first of all, the subject comes first. Clear? After that, the helping verb comes at the second, and after that, the complement. Now, what is subject? Everybody knows that subject is basically the doer of an action. Means the person who does any work, so he becomes or she becomes what? The subject. Now the second, the helping verb. Helping verb is also known as the auxiliary verb because it supports the tenses. It supports the verb. Clear? And the third one, that is your what? Complement. Complement is basically, you can say that the complement consists of your adjective and noun. Now it is a combination of adjective and noun. And complement basically, you can say, on which the sentence is completed. Here in Sindhi language, we can say the jente jumlo puro the, it is known as the complement, means on which the sentence is completed. So we can call it as a complement. Now just come towards the sentence example. Now he is a good boy. Now what is he? He is a subject. Now everybody knows that with the what is a helping verb that especially that connects with the he or with the he subject, we can use the helping verb is. Now, what is now is your helping verb, and the complement. Now, complement, as I already told you, the complement is basically the combination of adjective and noun. Clear? Now, a good boy. Now, what is good? Good is the adjective, and boy. What is boy? Boy is a noun. Now, that is up to you whether you're just trying to give the adjective single or single noun or single adjective, so it can be the complement as well, or you can give the both noun or adjective, so that becomes what? That becomes the complement. Clear? Now he is a good boy. Now what is this? This is the assertive sentence. Clear? This is a statement, you can say the sentence, stated sentence or affirmative sentence. And the second, is he a good boy? Now what is this? Now that becomes what? That becomes the interrogative sentence. Because of what? Because the is comes in the front, or the is comes first after the he comes second, at the second, and third, a good boy. So whenever the helping verb comes first, then it becomes the interrogative interrogative sentence. Clear? And the third one, he is not a good boy, so it becomes what? It becomes the negative. Whenever the not comes with the interrogative, whenever the not word, now this word not, whenever this word comes after the helping verb, so this becomes a negative sentence. He is not a good boy. And after that, is he not a good boy? Now what is this? Now this becomes what? This becomes the interrogative plus negative sentences. Clear? Now this is the to be verbs of present. I hope that your concept is clear. Now just come towards the second one. Now the to be verbs of past. Now you already know about the helping verbs of past to be verbs. Likewise was and were. Now in the past to be verbs, so we have to give the was helping verb in the sentence. Now he was a good boy. Now what is this? Now before this, I told you that he is. Now it becomes what? It becomes a present. But right now, now this helping verb. What is this? This is a was. Now this was is basically of your past to be verb. So that it becomes what? It becomes a past tense. Now he was a good boy. Means in the past time, he is the good boy. Now that becomes the assertive sentence. Clear? Now, whenever we are just trying to make it an interrogative sentence, or whenever we make this sentence interrogative, so the was comes first. Now, this helping verb was comes first, then he subject, then the complement. Clear? Was he a good boy? So this becomes what? This becomes an interrogative sentence, and negative sentence at the third. He was not a good boy. So what is this? Now this becomes the negative sentence whenever the not word comes after the helping verb, so that it becomes the negative. And at the last, was he not a good boy? So this becomes the interrogative plus negative. Here. Now at the third, future to be verbs. Now what are the basic helping verbs of future to be verbs? Now will be and shall be. Of course, everybody knows about the helping verbs of future to be verbs. Clear? So definitely whenever we use he, so with the he we have to use will be. Clear? In the first sentence in the present we use he is. After that in the past we use he was. But right now in the future we have to use he will be. Clear? He will be a good boy. Now what is he? He is a subject. Will be is it is your helping verb, and a good boy it is your complement. Now this complete sentence becomes the assertive sentence. Now, whenever we are trying to make it negative interrogative sentence, then will. I'm just talking about only will. Will comes first, then he, then be. Clear? We cannot use will be he a good boy. No, no. This becomes a wrong sentence. Clear? So, in a proper channel, in a correct way, we have to give the will first, then he, then be, then a good boy. Clear? Will he be a good boy? So this becomes what? This becomes the interrogative sentence. And whenever we are just trying to make it negative, then he will not be a good boy. Means not comes in between the will and be. Clear? Not comes between the will and be. Then a good boy. Then he will. So this becomes what? This becomes a negative sentence. And last at the least, interrogative plus negative. So the sentence will be, will he not be a good boy? Now what is will? Now definitely whenever the helping verb comes first, so this becomes the interrogative. And after that, he not. Now what is not? Not is a negative. So combinedly we can say that this sentence is basically your interrogative as well as negative. Clear? So this is all about today's lecture. If you have any kind of a question, so you can ask me right now. I hope that mashallah your concept is very much clear in today's lecture. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.